Greetings, my adopted internet siblings. This is your boy, Kevin Zhen, and today I will be talking about the surge in applications that we've seen to these top colleges. I'll be talking about my thoughts, reactions, specifically what you guys can do about it, whether you're a high school senior or a junior, or maybe you're a little bit younger. We'll talk about the implications, what this means. Before we begin, guys, if you could sauce this video a like and subscribe, that would be super duper helpful since my channel is about the size of a ribosome. It would really help me out. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs sometime in January, February. It would mean the world if you guys could just lightly tap that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much. Okay, we will begin with this CNBC article, which was published on December 29th, 2020. It says, COVID is making it harder to get into a top college. Oddly enough, it's in the personal finance section. I don't know why that is, but let's take a look at the early application information. I don't know if the normal application information has been available. I don't think so, but this can be a good marker for understanding just the landscape of college admissions. So it basically says early admissions largely decided. We see Harvard's early acceptance rate sank from 14% to 7.4%. So basically almost half. Total applicants hit a record high, 57% increase in applications, making it the most competitive early admissions season in the school's history. And also a lot of students in the class of 2024 deferred enrollment to 2025. I don't know how they're gonna fit all those freshmen. Seems like a logistical problem for the Harvard administration. Now we'll see that there's actually a greater percentage of international students. The Trump administration ban is kind of phasing away. Biden is allowing more students to apply, more students to attend, and that's why we're getting a surge. In particular, a lot of these applications are from international students. So that's technically good news for domestic students and bad news for international students. I guess it's making it a little bit more competitive there. At Yale, my alma mater, applications jumped 38%, also a record high. Acceptance rate fell from 11% compared to 14%. So yeah, wow, Yale is so much easier to get into. That 4% is a big difference. Yale was 11 this year and Harvard was 7. Penn, same thing. Really, the case is about the same. However, guys, let's take a look at this quote. Angel Perez, the majority of students in this country do not care about Harvard. So the data from the Ivy League really doesn't show the whole picture, because while most of the country's most private elite colleges are getting an increase in applications, we're seeing normal colleges, state schools, liberal arts colleges, things like that, I think are actually seeing a decrease in applications. And this is particularly poignant for, you poor, broke immigrant goobers like myself. It said that first generation applicants, people who needed the FAFSA, we actually see fewer of those students applying. Interesting. People who lost access at the greatest rate were the lowest income. Undergraduate enrollment in general is falling. Long story short, I think this quote pretty much sums it up. While the country's most elite institutions are turning students away, the vast majority of schools are still desperate to fill seats. This has tremendous implications for the nation, and it has tremendous impact for higher education, said Perez. Now, what are those implications? So guys, if you are seniors, I think that this means that your odds of getting into a college that was not like elite, top 10, maybe it was 10 to 30. We're talking like Georgetown, the liberal arts colleges, great schools, Rice, some of the southern schools, Vanderbilt, things like that. Your odds are slightly above average, especially if you're applying as a domestic student, American student applying to American universities. I think this year is gonna be really tough for international applicants. I'm sorry guys, like the deck is really stacked against you. It may be wise to reapply depending on how college admissions decisions go. I know not everyone is in that position, so you guys will have to wait and see. At this point, college admissions decisions are coming out in about less than 2 months, so just wait. Hang tight. If you guys have written your deferral letter, there's really not much you can do at this point. Your letter of continued interest, they call it different things depending on the school. Now, if you guys are a junior, sophomore, freshman, middle schooler, elementary schooler, fetus, zygote, what I would recommend is trying to approach this question of how do I stand out? This is the age-old question. College admissions, in my personal opinion, are getting slightly more selective. Over the last 10, 20, 30 years, it is getting harder and harder to get into these top colleges. That being said, there is a bright side. One bright side is that a lot of these top colleges are actually expanding their campuses. Like Princeton built new dorms, Yale built new dorms, and they're always accepting like the largest ever class of 2023, 2024, that sort of thing. So they're growing too. Now, the other thing that you guys should focus on is, ignore the noise. Ignore how many other people are applying and focus on what you can do to really stand out. What this would mean and what this looks like is having those really standout awards, internships, work experience, independent projects that showcase your authenticity, that showcase your real world experience compared to other applicants, right? What other people are doing, guys, you actually kind of want to swim against the current a little bit. If everyone is taking tons of APs and focusing on getting the highest possible GPA, you might want to drill down, focus on your edge, define that, make sure your awards revolve around that. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, check out this video over here where I break down all 25 factors that affect your college admissions. Same question, how can we differentiate ourselves? This is not something that you can kind of figure out in a week or 2 weeks. This is actually something that might take a more dedicated strategic effort of over a period of about 3 months, 6 months, even a year or multiple years. If you guys want to chat about that and you're on the younger side, you guys are juniors or younger, feel free to hit me up, bit.ly/botherkevin20. This offer is available up until the points where I hit 1,000 subs. The last thing that I'll mention is that the number of very high quality applicants each year does not significantly go up. When they say that applications have surged 40%, 50%, they're talking about normal Joes with GPAs of a 3, maybe even less than a 3, are now just throwing in an application just to see if they can get it. But those number of high quality students who are really perfect grades across the board, amazing AP scores, even a profile like that, there's not that many students who really fall into that top academic category. Now add upon some national awards, people who have started nonprofits, very few, like those number of students has not increased 50%. Does that make sense, guys? Maybe it's increased like 5, 10, 15%, and I'm sure it will impact college admissions decisions. They mention every single year that there's tons of qualified applicants that they have to turn away. But at the end of the day, focus on what you can control, my friends. Don't get distracted by other human beings. Focus on doing the very best you can with the environment you're put in. And sometimes this will require you to make something out of nothing. This might require you to start an independent project. This might require you to email 100 professors in your region and see if you can get a research opportunity during the fall, during the spring, over the summer. You will have to put yourself out there. You can't just wait for opportunities to fall into your lap. You must take ownership of your education. If you guys need help doing that, feel free to comment below. I will do my best to break this down, all of these processes down. It is quite complicated over the next few months. I do want to help you guys. I'll try to balance between like content for high schoolers getting into college as well as content for seniors who are entering college for the first time and college students who are trying to get jobs and figure out what they want to do with their life. Very stream of consciousness video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Know that I am constantly rooting for you. Your success is my success. I love you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Take it easy. Wishing you the very best of luck. Peace.